everybody, welcome to the Geriatric Millennials. This is Beth.
And this is Jayme.
And we're just two oldish, youngish ladies sharing the final chapter of my dating story.
Why is it the final
Because I've given up.
chapter?
I've given up.
Really?
Well, just with online dating specifically.
Why?
Because it started, Jayme, first of all, it's been horrible.
I know.
It's just not been my jam. And I really tried. So I purchased this, I don't know, it was like February. So I had 3-month subscription to Hinge and Bumble. And I was like, I'm going to use my full money's worth because it was like $100 each for them. So it was expensive. So I'm like, I'm going to get my money's worth. And, you know, I started off strong. Then it got kind of weird. Then I was like, this is not that fun. And then I was like, I'm going to finish strong. And so basically I started just like anybody that was reasonably anything, I was just saying yes to.
Okay.
And so this last, few weeks, I have been talking to a couple gentlemen. I use the term gentleman very loosely. It's just been very different, and they've been older.
Tell me about it.
So one of the guys, like we had matched before and I said no. I was like, denied, kind of thing. But then we rematched. I'm like, I didn't even know that was possible, but okay, we're just going to go with it. And he's like, I don't know, in his early 50s, he's a dad, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool story, bro. I'm just trying to say yes to life. If you could see my face, you wouldn't believe it. So like we start talking and first of all, he's just like, hi, Elizabeth. And so then I'm like, hi, whatever your name is. And I'm like, I know I'm just, first of all, I'm horrible at the back and forth banter over texting and whatever to begin with. But I don't love the fact that like, there's this, what?
I doubt you're horrible at it.
Well, I don't like the games that people play with it,
right.
And the unspoken rules of it, and the weirdness that sometimes it goes.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like I still want to be pursued. Like I'm not like a trad wife or anything, and I'm not like I have to wait for my man. Nothing like that. But I just think like I still want to be pursued as a woman. Like if you're interested, I need you to peacock.
Right.
Put your feathers up. Give me a little dance. Show me you're interested. It's not that deep. It doesn't have anything. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for like anything other than you to just like give a little bit at the front of like, hey, I think that you look like an interesting lady. Tell me about yourself. That's enough, right?
Okay.
Not just, hey girl, hey. Anyway, so the single dad guy, so I was like, okay, hi. So he's like, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm fine. And I was like, how was your weekend? And I'm answering more than him. And I can't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, oh, this is what I did, da da da. And he just answered in a way where he didn't fully like read the response. It was such a boner killer because it was just like
he just didn't even listen to what you said.
He wasn't even paying attention. So he wasn't paying attention at all to what I was saying. And then the way he was responding was like, oh, that's good to know. And I said like, oh, I had a good weekend. Like that's weirdo behavior. It was just this thing of him not like communicating and like, maybe you're talking to multiple people and you're not paying attention. It's fine, whatever. I don't care. But like, I don't want to do this already. And now we're doing this weird back and forth. Anyway. So then it's like, it's Mother's Day weekend. And he's like, oh, I have my daughter for Mother's Day. I'm like, great. I hope you have a lovely weekend with your daughter. Period. Done. Like you tell me you have your daughter for the weekend. I'm not going to be engaging. Like that's weird to me because you should be focusing on your daughter. So later that night, he's like, what are you doing? And it was like, he was using like teenager text, like what, are
WUT,
all the things, like text. And I'm like, you're a 50-something-year-old man. I'm going to need you to stop. You're a little Gen X. Like you didn't grow up doing that. Like stop.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, you're just trying to get like, you could just tell it was like going to turn real quick to like whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm not into this. So I was like, done. So then there's another guy. This guy is on Bumble. And I had matched with him a while ago and never heard anything. So I'm like, cool, whatever. He had like this really great picture of him smiling like he had just bought a house or something. So I'm like, oh, you have a great smile. Da, da, da. Like I kicked it off. Okay?
Good job. Okay.
Which I don't even like to do.
Yeah.
And did I even think he's that hot? No. But I still did it. Okay. Because I'm trying.
Right.
So never heard back. I'm like, okay, this is my life. I just never heard back from these men. Whatever. It's like rejection from men you don't even really like. It's fantastic. Anywho, so I get this message. It's like weeks after I like matched with him and messaged him. And he's like, oh my gosh. He's like, I didn't realize I still had my Bumble on. And it's like, but I paid money so I could see your match. So I'm like, okay. That's like, okay, like you wanted to see what was going on. And so he said he paid money so that we could rematch because it had expired. I was like, all right, cool. So I was like, great. So I started talking to him a little bit like, oh, well, what's going on with you? Well, all the crap you do.
Yeah.
And again, not really listening, not really paying attention.
Hmm.
I'm just like, what are we doing? Like I'm not sinning a lot. It's not that deep. So we're going back and forth and going back and forth. And it's not really going anywhere. So you mentioned like he had to go out of town for work. And I was like, oh, I'm like, are you traveling anywhere interesting? He's like, no, but he's like, no, I'm not traveling anywhere. But I really want to go back to Florida. And I'm just like, what? And he answered my question with like, I was asking about traveling the world. When I was asking like, we were going out of town. I'm saying, are you going anywhere interesting for work basically? And he couldn't do it. He couldn't just put it together.
Like, but one day I want to go back
He's
to
like,
Florida.
I got to go to Florida. And I'm like, first of all, why are you going to Florida? Anyway, so then he's like, oh, is there anywhere you want to go? And I'm just like, oh my
You're like, that is
gosh,
not what we were talking about.
Yeah, but cool.
Okay.
We'll go on this new tangent. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I didn't
What'd
want
you say?
I said something like, oh, I'm like, I don't have any really big trips, but I want to do like local trips. Like he's local, like we're both in the same city. And he's like, oh yeah, like, oh, well, that sounds great. I'd love to go on local trips. I'm talking local day trips. That's what I told him. Like, oh, I didn't say specifics because I don't want to give away too much. So I said something to the effect of like, oh, I haven't seen a lot of the Washington, even though I live here. And he's like, oh, that sounds great. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, well, where do you want to go? He's like, anywhere that feels like the Pacific Northwest. Sir, I don't know what to do with that. So then
Cool.
that like just turned me off.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, okay, let me go to the next one. So it was like I kept doing this, the next one. So this last week I started talking to a new guy and he's way out of my parameters. Like he's older.
Why? How?
He's just older than I normally would go for.
How old is he?
I don't know, he's early 50s. Like not super old, but just, like, 50. There is a difference between 45 and 53. There's a difference there in a lot of ways. And looks wise, he's not my aesthetic, he's like an old white guy.
Okay.
Cool. I'm down with that sometimes, but it was just whatever. See, but he seemed nice. And so anyway, so again, and he like super matched me on Bumble. So I was like, okay, we're just going to keep on doing this. We got 1 week left. 1 week left. And when I tell you, I got an email from both Hinge and Bumble saying, hey girl, hey, you're about to expire. We're going to renew you. I was like, absolutely not. Immediately went in. I already I'm still able to access. As soon as I got that, I went in and I was like, and cancel. And they're like, oh, you can only use your services now for the next couple weeks kind of thing. I was like, gladly. I'm done. So anyway,
wait, so what happened with this?
So
guy,
I started talking to this guy and it was very interesting because he was like, I don't know, just different. So we start talking and he's very, very talkative on chat.
Okay.
Like I'm sending you 3 inches of text at a time.
But paragraphs. About what?
Life, love, and the pursuit of whatever. I don't know. It was a lot. He's reaching out and I'm like communicating and he's like, oh, like you're single and you don't have kids. Like there's not very many people that are like child free and he's child free too. And I'm like, yeah, cool. He's like, but I see you're a cat mama. And I was like, first of all, I have cat roommates. I'm not a cat mama. Okay. I'm not a cat mother. Okay. I have 2 very demanding roommates who I love, but I'm not their mother. And I don't know if he took that right or not. I don't know. The thing that caught my eye with him is because like I have one of my prompts that they can use is like, oh, what's one of my prompts is like, what song describes your life right now?
Okay.
And he said Golden by Jill Scott.
Okay.
And I was just like, first of all, how does this white guy know Jill Scott? Because like, I feel like it was like something that I would not expect him to know. Jill Scott's one of my favorite artists. Like I was like, okay, like I'm going to give this guy a chance. He has good taste in music, which can go a long way. Anyway, and so that's how we kind of got talking and whatever. And so then he's just like, he's just sitting a lot. And like, I get tired. I'm just going to say this. I get tired. So the first day, like we kind of go back and forth and then it ends because it's like nighttime. It's 9 o'clock. I'm not looking anymore. And so the next morning I wake up and it is like giant paragraphs
Wow.
of text of like
From the night or from the morning?
from that night before that, like he responded back to me like maybe like 10, 20 minutes after I had like put my phone down.
Oh.
And so, but it was just like, it was a lot, but it was like answering things and blah, blah, blah. And then he had a thing about like in his profile about like talking about playlists. So I was asking like, oh, like you should share a playlist with me. He's like, oh, give me your Spotify name. I'm like, first of all, you don't need my name to share a playlist. You don't need to do that.
Okay.
You could have just sent me the link to the playlist that you created or whatever. Yeah, that would have given me your name, but like I don't feel comfortable giving you my name in any respect.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I was like, whatever. So the next day it's like I didn't respond because I was nighttime. And so the next morning I get a, good morning kind of text, but like, I don't know. I don't like that. And I was at work. And so and I was busy. And so I was like, I'm going to wait. And I kept like looking at the phone. I'm like, I should message him. And then I was like, I don't know what to say. I'm at work and he's going to send me paragraphs. It's a lot. And in the paragraph that he'd sent like the day before, he wrote something about his like showing me a picture of his old cat. Like he's a really old cat. He's like, well, this is a few years ago. He's even older now and he's on his last legs. And I'm like, well, I can't like end on you telling me about your cat that's in its like final stages and me just being ghosting you. That feels rude.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I could, but it just felt rude. So anyway, I get home that night. And I just want to say for record, I know there's like way worse dating stories than all of these. This is just my journey and I hate it. Anyway, so like, so he'd sent me this giant paragraph. And so like, I just wrote him back like, oh, your cat's very cute, blah, blah, blah. And I said something like, yeah, I think it was a Monday. So I was like, yeah, it was like a very Monday. And I apologize. Like I'm already in bed. Like it was like 7:30. I'm already in bed. Like I don't really have much to say tonight. Cause I didn't want him to think I was ghosting him. Cause I was trying to keep doors open. And he's like, oh, holy crap, you're already in bed. And he's like, you must've had a day. And I'm like, ugh. And so then I just turned my phone off. But it was just
Okay, wait. So is that the end of that guy?
he was sent too many paragraphs.
You were irritated.
It wasn't irritated. I just like, it just felt so wrong messaging someone I had no attraction to.
Oh.
And like they live 2.5 hours away. I'm like, I'm not driving.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drive. I wouldn't drive across town at this point. You know what I mean? I'm not driving 2.5 hours. I mean, I could go to Trader Joe's, so there's a bonus there. But do I want to do that? Not really.
No, I hear you.
And it was just like, and I was like, if you keep talking to this person, it just feels like it's someone that really is like talkative and all that stuff. And I don't want to lead anybody on and blah, blah, blah. And so anyway, I was talking to some girlfriends at work and just like my friends. And I'm like, the thing is like, I have just been getting so stressed out with these stupid dating apps because I feel like that's all I'm thinking about. I'm on there. I'm looking at guys. I'm like talking to guys. I'm trying to like see what guys like me and like all of this stuff.
Kind of exhausting.
It's exhausting. And I realized like, I just feel like my whole life is becoming male centered. Like I'm centering my world around what men like me, what men think I'm cute. Do they like my picture? Are they responding back? Are they just, like I'm responding and then they're immediately like, unmatching and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't like that. I like to just be fun and free and like do my thing and not care what men think. And then if I see men in the wild and I think they're cute and we have good chemistry, fantastic. But it was like making me have like too much anxiety. Like I would see the red bubbles on my dating apps and I'm like, this is just giving me anxiety and I hate it and I don't like it and I don't want to do it. And I'm not attracted to like any of these men that are like, I was attracted to some of them, but like none of them that were like giving me any attention really. And I was just like, yeah, no. And so then I just literally went in because again, I felt bad because I spent money on it. I went in and I just like put everything on pause. I'm like, let's just pause everything.
Okay.
And it's nice because on Bumble, you can say like, oh, I'm putting on pause for a week because I'm in work. Like I've focused on work or I'm traveling or something like that. So I put it on that. And then I saw that he messaged of like, oh man, your job must be really crazy right now if you had to do this kind of thing. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad I did that. Cause like the stress of having to respond back in a similar length of text, which is a thing, I guess.
I don't think you would have to though.
But it's real awkward when somebody sends you 3 paragraphs and you send back a sentence and a half.
Well,
yeah. Also, he did disparage the Lost Boys movie and said it was too corny to watch. And I'm like, sir, that's on heavy rotation in my house. I don't think we're meant to be. Okay. Okay. Anyway, all that to say, like, I did put effort in. I tried.
You did. So it's currently on pause.
It's on pause.
And you have how much time left?
Like maybe a week or so. And then I'm just
going to unpause it?
No. So what I'm going to do is like after maybe this weekend, I just want to go in and I'm going to just like hide all of my accounts, like make it seem like I've not delete my account, but just make it so I can't be seen, like go private basically.
Okay.
So that I'm not being like shown to anybody new. And then I'm just going to close those apps and not look at them again for maybe years. We'll see.
Okay. I do understand when you say the anxiety of it and the consuming of it, because yeah, you're putting yourself out there. It's like you're jumping into this marketplace of everyone checking each other out. And it
doesn't feel good.
Yeah. I imagine it feels kind of like, yeah, not good.
Well, and then it's like, I was literally walking in the store, and after all of this like swiping and people swiping me and unmatching and not ghosting, all the different things, I was walking in the store. I'm like, I literally said to myself, I think you're too fat to find love. That's where I went. I was like, no. Like, I was like, because I was like, there's something wrong. I just kept going like, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. There's something. And I was like, oh, no. Because like when I meet men in the wild, it doesn't feel like that. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, I was just like, nope, this is not the place for me. Because when I'm in the wild, like I'm very like fun. And if I see a guy that appears to be single and appropriate, I get flirty and stuff and banter and all of those things. Am I getting a lot of success? No, because turns out a lot of those men just don't have a ring on, or they're to have a girlfriend, which is always my favorite when a guy has to slip in, my girlfriend. I'm like, oh, okay, calm down. I wasn't that interested. So I'm like shaking my tatas at you. But it's just like, so anyway, I was just like, yeah, this is giving me like esteem. Like I frequently have too much self-esteem, and it was giving me like, it was knocking me down pigs. And I was just like, nope.
I don't like that.
I didn't like that at all. So I'm back to just, going to Home Depot, looking lost.
At the club. Yep.
Like I was actually at the Home Depot in the irrigation area, because now I care a lot about irrigation and whatnot. And I was needing to reach something, and there was a young buck next to me, and I was trying to reach. I was on my tippy toes, and I was thinking, oh, this is a great meet cute. He can be like, hey, can I help you with that? He didn't. I was like, first of all, even if you didn't think I was cute, rude. I'm a shorty. I'm on my very tippy toes with my tippy tops of my fingers trying to get something off a top shelf. You're standing right there. You're 6 foot something.
You should definitely.
You had the reach. You could have just offered. I wouldn't have taken it as anything. Also, he's a little young. But anyway, so I'm just back to the Home Depot. Just,
you know what I wonder? I wonder if a lot of men are on apps because they're looking for different things.
Yes.
And I just wonder if there's very many sincerely decent guys on there. I just wonder that. Looking for
I don't know.
A partner, looking for companionship, looking for things that you are probably looking for on there. Because my guess is, because I know you, and I mean, I'm pretty sure if you just wanted to hook up with somebody, you would have gone to Idaho for a weekend. Like you would have just done, I mean, there were opportunities or options there possibly.
Could have been, yeah.
There could have been. And that's not necessarily what maybe it is, but that's not all you're looking for. But I think that for a lot of guys, that could be all they're looking for.
Yeah. I mean, there's other apps for that though. That's what's weird. But I don't know. Men could be like, no, you're an idiot. But it just feels like in recent years, it just feels like they don't want to approach, a lot of men don't want to approach women. Like in the wild, it's like the fear of rejection. That I have a boyfriend, and I can understand, like, anytime you try to talk to somebody and they're just immediately thinking you're hitting on them, that could feel weird. I also think we have like an epidemic of like red-pilled men that are just acting a fool. I think there's a lot of men on there that were probably in relationships or married, and we're just like looking for something because
else.
They wouldn't have a bio. They wouldn't really have anything. Like it would just be pictures of them. It just felt very like, it feels like you're just kind of hiding your life in a way that just, and again, I'm reading into things and I'm siloed on like kind of anti-man TikTok now, but,
well, it does sound kind of awful.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound really fun or great.
And I have other friends that are on dating sites and stuff, and we talk, and it's not like they're having like fantastic, experiences either. I mean, they've been slightly better and they've had more like dates, but I think my final stats, I think I ended up talking to like maybe 25 people.
Wow. That's actually kind of a lot.
But like not really, not like deep. I think with like back and forth, really like good conversations, maybe 10.
Yeah.
I had one date that was awkward.
Yeah.
And
like want to go sit in my car. You're like, no.
Yes. Someone telling me that I don't have a good work ethic, or our work ethics
also
are too
showed
different.
up late and didn't get a
pay.
drink.
Yeah. Just weird. So, I mean, overall, it was an experience. Okay.
It was.
It was an experience.
It was.
I think that I am not the market for dating sites at this point. I think I'm just going to be in the wild and hope that I have friends that, see someone and be like, that'd be a great person for Beth. If not, okay. And just be content with that at this point. And honestly, I might take a lover. That's what I decided. I might just take a lover.
I'm laughing at you.
Because that's honestly, after dealing with all these men, Jimmy, was like,
that's what I'm thinking as far as like what you might have more success if that is what you're looking for. Like,
I'm
as
sure.
far as,
but I don't want a booty call. I want a lover. That's different. A lover, it's like they got to romance you a little bit, but we're not in a relationship.
Okay. So like a booty call, that's like a one and done, like one night stand.
Yeah.
Like you have,
or a friend with benefit.
You
That's
want
like
an
a booty
ongoing,
an ongoing booty call lover, but that's not like we could go to we're not dating. No.
Okay.
But like, hey, if we're both single, want to mingle, it's there. But it's like not just like, hey, it's 2 a.m. come over. Not that, but just like somebody that's like
more like it's 5 p.m.
More definitely 5 p.m. But more somebody that's like a friend, like somebody that's like a good friend, almost like a bestie, but like you're not really like, that it's like not going to work romantically in the long run, but you can just have some funsies.
Okay.
Either that or it's just I'm going to find a Greek Adonis that's, like, hello, sir.
Yeah.
But anyway,
that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be fantastic at this point, because the other thing is like after like seeing all these men and looking at pictures of men and having to talk to men. And again, I don't hate men that much, but I was just like, where's a man going to be in my house? And I was literally in my, like, getting ready in my bathroom, and I was like, do I want a man in this space? They're like, nope, they could be in that other bathroom. But I'm like, what if they want to come in this bathroom? Like, I would tell them they need to leave. And I was just like, that is very interesting.
Good thing you have more than one bathroom.
Yeah. But I was just like trying to picture like a dude in my house and like being a dude in my house. And like, just like, I was just like, you can come here to do a project, but then I need you to get going back to your place. So anyway, all in all, I would say my dating experience, I would rate it a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
I recommend for some people. I think where we live, it's pretty small and not that fun. And I'm very, very happy for my subscriptions to end.
Yeah. I think it's cool that you did it, that you actually gave it a fair try. You paid for it, that you did it. You engaged, you got your pictures on your profile. You overcame a lot of obstacles and barriers.
I did all the things that I was supposed to do, and I'm good now. So catch me not on Bumble, not on Hinge, and definitely not on Tinder.
Did you try Facebook dating?
Hells to the no.
Hey, if you're enjoying this podcast and would like to support our show, you can share episodes with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram at the Geriatric Millennials, or leave us a positive review and rating, all which help us to grow. Our theme music was created by the Finley Ghost, so check out their latest album now. Thank you so much.